This phone costs less than a night out, but it promises 5G, a big battery, and a smooth display. Sounds too good to be true, right? That is exactly what I thought when I picked up the TCL 60R, and the real-world experience is a lot more interesting than you would expect for a €120 device. So, is this the new budget king, or just another forgettable release? Let's talk. The first thing you notice is the display. It is a 6.7-inch 120Hz panel, and while it is only 720p, that high refresh rate makes day-to-day use surprisingly pleasant. Scrolling through apps, navigating menus, and even basic games feel smoother than you expect at this price. But step outside in bright sunlight, and you will quickly find its limit. With just 480 nits of brightness, outdoor visibility is a struggle. On performance, TCL kept things simple. The Dimensity 6300, 4GB of RAM, and 128GB of storage with a microSD slot. It is not a performance powerhouse, but for social apps, streaming, messaging, and light gaming, it holds its ground. Think of it as a phone that does what you need, not one that will surprise you with speed. The camera setup is basic but functional. A single 50-megapixel main sensor on the back and an 8-megapixel selfie camera up front. In daylight, the photos are decent, good enough for social media or family moments. But low-light shooting tells a different story. Images get soft, colors lose accuracy, and details disappear quickly. It is fine for quick snapshots, but if photography matters to you, you will want something more capable. Battery life is where this phone really shines. A 5200 mAh battery on a device with modest specs means 2 days of use is absolutely realistic. The trade-off? Slow 10W charging. This is an overnight charger, no question. But if you want something that keeps going without plugging in constantly, it is a win. TCL also paid attention to small but important details: stereo speakers, a headphone jack, NFC for payments, and IP54 dust and water resistance. These are the little touches that make budget devices like this feel less cheap. So, who should actually consider this phone? If you need a low-cost 5G device that covers all the basics, lasts for 2 days, and does not feel fragile, the 60R makes sense. But if you need cameras that impress, a sharper display, or fast charging, you should look higher up the price ladder. One early user described it perfectly: it is the kind of phone you buy when you just want something that works, no fuss. And that is exactly the point. Here is my verdict: the TCL 60R is not trying to compete with flagships. It is built for people who want a phone that works reliably without costing a fortune. At €120, it is hard to complain, but it is also hard to get excited if you expect more than the basics. If you are thinking of picking one up, ask yourself, do you want value and reliability, or are you willing to spend more for speed, cameras, and design? If it is the first, this one deserves a spot on your shortlist. And now, over to you. Would you trust a budget phone like this for daily use? Or do you think spending a little more always pays off? Drop your thoughts below, and if you found this helpful, you know what to do.